All right, thank you for staying with us. And we are on to Tech Thursday. You know how we do it, where we have our tech discussion. Now today, we have making her debut on the show, Confidence Staveley. She's an information technology expert and a cybersecurity thought leader. She's also an ethical hacker. Whenever people hear that thing, they get a bit hacking. Okay? Again, like again. With over decades worth of experience in technology and business. Thank you for joining us today. Just very fast, who's an ethical hacker?
Okay, so an ethical hacker is the opposite of the bad guys. Okay. So the ethical hackers help you protect your business and protect your infrastructure by taking the tools of hackers to protect you and the knowledge of the skill. So the thing is, the bad guys have certain tools that they use to harm people or to steal information. So you take that and use it against them by putting the protective measures in place.
Wonderful. I like that. So I hope you understood that, what ethical hacker is. All right, but today we're talking about 5 tips to stay safe on the internet in 2020. Right? We know there's been different, I mean, people's social media accounts are being hacked, people online are being hacked and all that. Internet security is not something that we can overemphasize. So let's get straight to it. What are the tips to stay safe on the internet in 2020?
Okay, my first tip would be to have a strong and unique password per platform. So what is a strong password? A strong password should be at least 8 characters. I would say 12. It should include upper and lowercase alphabets. It should include letters and it should include symbols. Now, you would say that's too difficult to remember, right?
It is.
So it's a very easy way I do it. Again, I'm putting myself out here because I'm very practical. It's not possible, it's not humanly possible to have these different passwords so complex and have them across multiple platforms. So you have Facebook, you have your emails and all of those platforms you use to have one password per platform, one password per platform. You can only do that using what is called a password manager. So there are free password managers, and you would think of a password manager, I'd like you to think of a password manager as a vault. So it's somewhere you store your passwords that's secure. So instead of saying you write it down somewhere or you try to memorize it, you just have a place where it's secure to put your passwords. So the only thing you have to remember is your master password, which is the password to the password vault. The
password manager, is it web-based or app-based, or is it something you can use offline? How does it work?
It's app-based. So I have one on my phone, for example. I have one on my computer. So I can always, and my passwords sync across. So when I'm using Facebook on my computer, I can also access my password when I'm logging in on my phone because it's also stored on my phone, but securely. And it's only one password I have to remember. Yes.
Which is the one to the password manager.
Yes. And with that, I tell a story. We would go into that. I'm sure you're going to have me come back, yeah?
Definitely.
High five.
Sure.
So we're going to come back, and then we're going to talk about how to make that very strong password that you use a story. So it's easy for you to remember. I have a lot of tips around that are very practical.
All right, okay, so straight up from that, after managing a password, what's the next tip? What else do you do to keep safe on the internet?
What's better than one?
Two?
Not 2 passwords.
Okay, I was scared.
Okay,
2 passwords scared.
Yeah, so you know how you have a business. Most business places have 2 doors. So you have one main door and you have a burglary proof, or you have a burglary proof and then the door. So why don't you have that for your online accounts? I'd like all of us to just, after watching this, turn on what is called multi-factor authentication.
Multi-factor? I know 2-factor. This one, multi-factor
is another name for 2-factor.
Okay.
So it's like the second level. What it is really is you have one level of signing and then you have another level of making sure that you are who you say you are. So now why this is very important is that your password could be stolen. It could be cracked. Many things to happen along the way. So someone can log in as you into any of your accounts. Think about it.
Sometimes when you log into somewhere and you save your password mistakenly, and
can you imagine it? Like, think about the possibilities. But if you have another way, which is a second level, so after putting your password and your username, you now have to put a code maybe sent on your phone, or you have to generate a code on your phone to log in finally, without which you will not have access. Then that has a new level of security, which makes it harder for the bad guys to get in. So I always say, turn on 2-factor authentication everywhere possible, especially your social media account and your emails. And of course, generally the banks always make you do something. That. So it's very important that everywhere possible, you add an extra level, put a burglary proof really to your account.
I like that. I like that. The net and the door might just not be enough. Wonderful. Number 2. Number 3.
Okay, so number 3, I would say being very cautious about clicking links or downloading attachments in emails, even from people you know. So it's worse off if you don't know the person who sent it, but definitely even people you know, be very cautious. I receive phishing emails emails myself, and I received one that was very well put together. It was for an influencer. So guys, please be very careful when you receive an email. Just make a habit not to even click on the mail or click on the link in the mail. Rather, take the URL and type it by yourself on your web browser. So for example, if they say, okay, click here to go to your bank, click here to go to your bank website. Rather, type out your bank's website. Yes, exactly. Don't click on those, because they could use those mediums to infect your computing devices with malware. Basically, malware is like harmful piece of code, computing code. So it's very important that you do not click on links, or they could use it to steal your data, from credit card information, debit card information, to your password and login details. Just think about the possibilities. So don't click. Make a habit of not clicking on links in emails or downloading attachments.
If it's something from your bank and they've even gone so far as there's a text I received from. It came in from. When the messages, it came as though like from my bank when it was lying there.
Exactly.
And I knew. So it came in like, say, for your bank now, you see it there in the conversation. So it's like a thread.
It's like a thread, exactly.
You see there,
I've received some of those.
And I just knew at once, because they told me to call a number.
Yes.
I don't know, and then it happens with mails also.
Yes.
They put up a site that looks exactly like your bank site.
Yes, there are very technical ways of doing that. And to be very honest with you, they're getting progressive in how technical they are. Okay. So that's why, for example, they can deliver something like that and it's in the same thread as the messages you received in the past from your bank. I've received one from my network service provider. Okay. It was in the same thread as my network service provider. The only reason it flagged, it put a flag for me was I've actually never done this. So that was it. Another key thing to really note is, guys, as much as possible, do not connect to free Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is found to be flawed. Yes, so
that's what some people know.
like if you must do it, and I'll give you very typical examples where you're sort of pressured to connect to free Wi-Fi at the airport. You're traveling internationally, you need to get some mails, but think about it. If you know that a hacker can easily position themselves between you and the information, such that they receive every piece of information you send out, you would think about it more logically, in the sense of even your debit card information. If you were to do a payment online, your mails. Because the thing is, without getting too technical in the way these things work, if you're connected on the internet, you're transmitting information, and it can be, decrypted. It can be gotten off, like the real information you're sending can be gotten off, and it can be filtered to get sensitive information off that particular communication. So you should make sure that you do not connect to free Wi-Fi. But if you're under so much pressure to do that, make sure you use what's called a VPN. We're going to talk about that some other time.
We'll talk about that some other time. A VPN, that's a cool one. And what we use it to download torrents and all of that. But hey, there are also more legal uses of a VPN. So finally,
talk about downloading, guys. Ransomware is a big issue, so please don't download. Nothing is free in Freetown, even. Nothing is free on the internet. Some people have downloaded free software, and every day they've become victims of ransomware. What is a ransomware really? It's basically something that happens, and then all the files on your computer are encrypted, so you can't have access to them. Wow. They are locked. That's what it means. Wow. So, and lots of other risk it puts you and your organization. So don't download free software. Try to get the software, the paid version of the software, because there's something that's taking off you. It is making your computer part of a larger network of botnets that they can use. Yes. So you have, without getting too technical, basically that's what it would do. Many of them have that target as what they would do if you download those free softwares. They're doing something with you. Wow,
wow, wow. Like, man, she's blown my mind today, and thank you so much. There's been so much. I'll definitely make this video available on YouTube so that I can go back, calm down, and listen to what she said, because the way she was great.
There's so much to deliver.
Okay, so we'll still have you much more. We'll have some other things to talk about security. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much, Mike. It's so nice to hear.